So, are we going this slow? Are we finally going to get gravitated towards the next area of confluence between 10 to 12,000 range before calling it a bottom? Because on my yesterday's video, guys, we did found out in a bigger picture the price of Bitcoin is clearly showing this weakness and the market might not have bottomed yet. And this is what we are going to talk in today's video and also find out what the price of Bitcoin is flashing for the media short term. So before jumping to the content, guys, please destroy the like button if you haven't done it yet, and for those individuals watching it the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now starting this in a weekly time frame, I am going to keep it very simple. You guys already know we have talked about this Wyckoff market cycle plenty of time in my video, and according to this Wyckoff market cycle, first we need a proper accumulation phase. We need an accumulation, a months of accumulation phase before expecting this markup phase. And we have also said for an actual accumulation phase, the price must show this range bound for months before finally breaking out of this consolidation zone. So according to Wyckoff, we need a proper accumulation phase, but according to this Stan Weinstein, we can see after this range bound, it is not enough to call this an actual breakout or an actual continuation for the new markup phase. We also have to overcome the resistance from this 30-week moving average. Yes, guys, this 30-week moving average must also be flipped into support before expecting any sort of an actual trend reversal for Bitcoin. And right now, if you look at this price structure, we are nowhere near. But if you look at this scenario, also using this Wyckoff distribution schematic, using this logarithmic scale, you can see very clearly so far it is lining up perfectly. And right now, guys, right now, the area where we are finding ourselves is also somewhere around here. Yes, we are finding ourselves in this phase E, and in phase C, you can see there will be more shakeout, but at the end, the price is going to continue towards this original trend direction. And if that is going to happen, I mean, if the price of Bitcoin is going to get gravitated towards the next area of confluence, then we are aware, guys, between 10 to 12,000 is where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated, show more of a range bound around that area for months, even a year, before finally breaking it to the upside and also starting this new markup phase. And not just only this, even using this weekly scenario here, yesterday we found out in the past price action from the top till the bottom line, whenever the price of Bitcoin has showed this actual markdown phase or so-called a bear market, we have retraced above 80%. Only after retracing above 80%, we start with this new markup phase here. From this top, from 2017 till 2018 bottom line, the price of Bitcoin retest around 84%, right? You can see that very clearly. And after this 84% retracement, we started with this new markup phase. So in our case, we have said the market, right? The market has just retraced around 77%. So if this is going to be another above 80% retracement, then we could be also getting gravitated around 10 to 12,000 before calling it a bottom. Yes, that was the reason why I showed you with this Wyckoff's distribution schematic to Wyckoff's market cycle. The actual accumulation phase has not occurred yet, and for that to happen, first we slowly need to get gravitated towards this lower target area, and only after that maybe we are going to find an actual bottom for Bitcoin and also start with this new markup phase. And also, guys, also another reason why we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated between 10 to 12,000 is because of this 2B reversal pattern. If we simply look at this formation here, you can see the price of Bitcoin had this point A, point B, point C. We had a new all-time high, but unfortunately the price failed to find support above the previous high. And after that, we started showing this correct movement, just like I shown here in the example. Now, since the price of Bitcoin has already broken the key line of support, which we had here, you can see the previous high from 2018, 2017, which was around 19 to 20,000. Since that support has already been broken, now we could be getting gravitated towards the next area of confluence, and this is where the next area of confluence is lining around. Yes, guys, this line or this range between 10 to 12,000 is definitely going to be looked as next area of confluence before expecting any sort of a trend reversal for Bitcoin, and this is also the area where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated slowly before finding an actual bottom. And now if we look at this scenario here in a daily time frame, you can see yesterday we also talked about this rising wedge, and according to this rising wedge, since the price has already broken the support line, this is clearly a sign of weakness and also a sign that market could be slowly showing a reversal here like this. Price could show more of a range bound, but at the end get gravitated towards this target range, which could be around 15,000, even around 14,900, before showing another range bound or impulsive movement type of scenario, because we know according to this rising wedge, the target is measured from this top till the bottom line, and that is lining at 15,000 area. So that's why, guys, this 15,000 here to the downside could be looked as our potential upcoming target for Bitcoin, but we are not expecting a move here like this, right? A free fall type of movement, more of a range bound price consolidating around that area for a couple of days before getting gravitated towards this lower target area, because we know if we look at this here in a bit different way, also in a daily time frame, according to this one very important indicator, which is a leading indicator which provides us with information beforehand. Since the price here in a daily time frame has broken the key line of support from this rising trend line, we have started showing this weakness, but this here is also a big warning sign. Price failing to find support between this CPI line, top, central, or the bottom CPI line. We came exactly at the central CPI line, but this central CPI line acted as a resistance. Price started showing this weakness, but we also failed to find support at this bottom CPI line. Yes, guys, this bottom CPI line, which was lining around 17,600, also rejected the price, and now we are clearly heading here to the downside. And according to the CPR trading strategy, price, if it fails to remain above this CPI line, then S1 line is considered as our next potential target, and this S1 line here in a daily time frame is lining around 14,600 area. So please, guys, please be careful and use proper risk management strategy before placing any trade. And now, guys, now let's look at this price structure here in a bit different way, I mean in a 4-hour time frame. So if you look at this price structure here in a 4-hour time frame, what I'm going to do, I am going to add this one trend line here, because according to this descending trend line, we can see the price of Bitcoin has found strong support each and every time it tested around this falling trend line. So since the price has shown more of a range bound and even a very nice impulsive movement while holding this support from this descending trend line, what I'm actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to do next is very similar scenario. I mean, price of Bitcoin could be showing more of a range bound type of movement here like this before heading here to the downside. Yes, guys, the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term could be forming this so-called head and shoulder type of movement before breaking it to the downside, because to form this right shoulder, we are also expecting more of a range bound, some fake out, price again trying to re-enter above the CPI line, the bottom CPI line, which is around 17,600, but at the end getting exhausted and then again showing this reversal towards this falling trend line and then breaking it to the downside. Because if this is going to play out here, then you can see, guys, the price is clearly hitting it towards this 15,000 and even around 14,000 before we see any sort of a range bound or price choosing a trend direction for the medium short term. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please, guys, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.